You probably forgot about this exotic or you use it religiously. There's really no in between at all, but let me explain why I think that Frosties is one of the best exotics right now for hunters. In the background gameplay, too, I am still learning to use gunpowder gamble, so don't judge me too hard, because I'm still learning with it. It's a super cool ability. I haven't used it much until now, but I've recently just like fallen in love with it. You see, right now, it's kind of tough for hunters out here. We have a lot of stats we need to build into, and it sucks to have to pick and choose certain ones. This season, especially, I've really felt the need to go high intellect. So my thought process was, I need high intellect, mobility, and recovery, right? Like those absolutely as high as possible, right? Well, rest in peace my resilience, because that's just in the ground, which I've accepted. It's not possible to keep that high with how I want mobility and recovery. But discipline, I figured I wanted to be decently high too. And well, can't have quadruple 100s, and I'm not going to farm armor enough to actually get that. That's where Frosties arrives, and that's how the Super Suit build was born. The high stats, man, they feel amazing, and Frosties, they give you such a nice buff. They're just great. So Frosties, what do they do exactly? Well, for some reason this exotic is worse in PvE than PvP, so if you're like me and test a lot of stuff first in PvE, just to see how it feels, you'd probably be put off at first. But for some reason, the dodge cooldown is 100% faster in PvE versus 200% in PvP. Super weird, right? The grenade is given 100% regen rate bonus, and you also get a faster sprint speed as well every time after dodging. This exotic literally does it all. It's so nice. So the current build I am using has some variations depending on how I'm feeling. Is on most of the faster cooldown supers. Void more for 6v6 with Devour. And I mean, I barely touch 6v6 these days, man. I really don't like 6v6. So much spam, I feel like just so chaotic. Just a weird mode right now. And then I use Solar and Stasis a lot more for 3v3 and Rumble 2. The most important mods, without a doubt though for me, are Reaper, Bomber, and Dynamo. All of these are huge for my super and grenade gains. Reaper obviously makes getting orbs super easy, which is either going to lead to getting armor charge or getting me some bonus ability energy. Bomber is huge here because when I am using all of this, I spam my dodge as much as possible to get my nade back and for that sprint speed too. You really get your dodge a lot, so don't be stingy with it at all. Finally, we got Dynamo, which gives super energy when dodging near an enemy. This is super nice for giving super energy on the side with how much I dodge, and also really good for those stalemate matches. Because while everyone is playing slow, if the map allows for it, you can just farm some super energy. This right here is my favorite part, because all these bubbles and wells aren't ever ready for the Blade Barrage to stop them from getting a free round. It makes them play a lot more scared, which really opens up the match a lot more. Really, any weapons can be used here except on Solar. With how I'm using this, you are going to want solar weapons because of Gunpowder Gamble. Obviously, if you're not using Gunpowder Gamble, then don't worry about this. I use this aspect because I am on healing nades, so it's nice to have that as a grenade, and I feel like a badass whenever you use it right. Again, in the background gameplay, I didn't do that. But, I'm still learning with it, but I did get a couple cool moments with it. And trust me, Gunpowder Gamble is absolutely so much fun. So yeah, let me know if you've been using Frosties recently and how you felt about them. If you're going to farm them too, I recommend playing on a platform where you don't have any Destiny 2 DLC. So you only get the free exotics from like Red War Campaign, I'm pretty sure. Makes farming so much easier. But yeah. Anyways, gamers, hope y'all have a nice day and thanks for giving me a moment of your time. Peace.